The actual process of making a film like The Tenth Kingdom is hard work, but it's also a lot of fun. When they say action, I'm 8 years old again in my backyard in New Orleans playing cowboys and Indians or cops and robbers. For this movie, action meant being on the road for most of a year and working in 6 different countries. Along the way, we saw some of the most incredible scenery you could ever imagine.
We had to look for really, really special places so that, again, the audience would believe that we really were in fairyland.
I always feel great on location, and especially outside, I like that a lot. I mean, I had a little scene a couple of days ago with a waterfall, and that changes your sort of perspective a little bit. All this water coming down.
From the breathtaking Krimmel waterfalls to quaint Austrian villages, ancient castles, the beautiful French countryside, spectacular locations really helped create the setting for our amazing journey.
Oh, it's incredibly magical. I mean, just look around. This looks like a fantasy world, so it's not hard. I don't have to really pretend. We're seeing unbelievable places and doing incredible things.
I think with a story this big, you have to have locations. You can't beat that. You can't duplicate that. It truly adds depth, it adds color, it adds so many wonderful things that you just can't get just by saying lights, camera, action.
The film also shot at Pinewood Studios in London, making use of 8 different sound stages and some 150 specially built sets. The swamp set alone required 160 tons of topsoil, 120 trees, and over a football field of turf.
This swamp set, I mean, it's on a huge soundstage here. You know, sets don't often come this big, and it's hugely detailed as well. So it really makes my job very easy wearing something this good and working in an environment such as this.
Who dares to enter the domain of the Swamp Witch?
Please don't hurt me. I'm just a acorn?
Some of the biggest scenes in the film take place in the Grand Ballroom that production designer Rob Hines first created in miniature and then built from the ground up to accommodate 150 extras for the coronation scene and the Cinderella Ball.
This has been a huge project. We had 120 guys constructing the set at one stage, 60 of them building this that we're standing in at the moment. I don't think you have or will see the likes of this again.
It's Midnight Madness! It's Queen Cinderella!
Incredible for 200 years old.
One of the great challenges of this production was to transform storybook scenes from the script and literally make them jump off the page and come alive. To achieve that goal, our producers enlisted the talents of the very best visual effects, costume, and makeup artists working today. And when you bring them all together, the end result is nothing short of magical.
This is the famous anything you touch will turn to gold fish.
Oh, the finger of fortune! There are going to be quite a few special effects. After all, it is a magical kingdom that they're in, and magical things will happen.
Mushroom omelet, nice glass of Chateau Swamp, little snooze.
For the 16 Vestal Virgins!
Magical singing mushrooms are just one of the 600 special effects that helped bring the 10th Kingdom to life. The eye-catching images were created by the wizards at Double Negative Visual Effects in London.
The magic has been the premise for the visual effects, and as though magical effects happen in the 10 Kingdoms every day. The biggest challenge, I guess, is to make sure that the visual effects tie in with the story and very much to sort of merge the effects in so that the audience is subconsciously aware of the visual effects, but they don't overshadow. It's all a lot of magic.
You're pathetic. Call yourselves trolls? This is the last time I come and rescue you.
Come on, Dad. Take off the magic shoes.
You know, when you read the script and it says there'll be a special effect here, you can't really visualize how fabulous it'll be or how it'll make you feel. But you put it together with the music and the acting and the special effects, and you have a really extraordinary story to follow.
I am authorized to make you a unique author. This magic bean, which once eaten will give you 6 glorious
wishes.
Okay, Wishmaster. Give me a never-ending supply of beer. The film also features an amazing 4,000 colorful costumes that range from the Tooth Fairy and Snow White to Anne Margaret's stunning handmade Cinderella gown.
I screamed when I saw the entire look. You know, you feel like a princess, you feel like a queen. It's magical, it really is.
Do you really have to be home by midnight?
Perhaps the most amazing transformations were performed by the team of makeup artists who had to turn Ed O'Neill, Jeremiah Burkett, Hugh O'Gorman, and Dawn Lewis into a family of trolls.
I feel comfortable being a troll for some reason. You go from Al Bundy to a troll. It's not much of a jump, you know. But it's a great look. You know, these guys have come up with a terrific makeup job.
Finishing touch. She's a beautiful woman. Ta-da!
We have a fantastic makeup artist here that does the whole troll prosthetic makeup thing. They add a nose and add some ears and a forehead, and I turned into Blue Velvet Troll. Tell that to Mom. Here I am, waiting for this moment to land. Hey, bring on the music.
Magic is useless, the brothers give. Ha!
You know, I'm not sure if the producers of The 10th Kingdom expected my character Tony to be as comical as I played him. But the way I like to work is I like to try to find as much humor as I can in every scene that I do. It's something I've always done. Comedy can be hard work, and sometimes hard work can create some unexpected comedy.
The queen could suck an elf for all I care. We've captured the wish of the Tremor to have the bed, and it's yeah, baby, yeah!
Action!
Dad, what the is that?
This is a... You want to do that again?
Ew.
Oh, gross. That is gross. We will share you. We will share you.
All right, just the virgins.
In this scene, I'm supposed to be handcuffed.
It worked. No, it worked.
He's not handcuffed.
That's for the blooper. It's very hard with this.
A cart. Somebody's definitely brought a cart up here. You can see the wheels.
Dwarf.
Just stick it in your nose.
But it's the unplanned moments that can be the most fun.
One door leads to safety. One door leads to a horrible death.
What is the point of having one door with a horrible death behind it, huh?
Yeah!
I mean, what does that achieve? What does it achieve? What is the point of having one door with a horrible death behind it, huh? Yeah. I mean, what does that...
Well, there's a few things you definitely won't see in the final cut of the film. But what you will see is the magical journey of a father and a daughter as they travel through an enchanted land where fairy tales come to life. It's filled with fantasy, romance, comedy, and adventure. Now here's a little preview of what the film will look like when it all comes together.
This February, travel to a land where fairy tales don't just come true.
What happened to Snow White after she married the prince?
They're real.
You believe and make believe.
An ordinary father and daughter discover another world filled with living legends.
Cinderella! Incredible for 200 years old.
We either live happily ever after or we get killed by horrible curses.
What is it with you people?
I always wanted my life to be a fairy story, and now it is.
NBC and Hallmark Entertainment present John LaRoquette, Oscar winner Diane Wiest, Ed O'Neill, Rutger Hauer, Kimberly Williams, Anne Margaret as Cinderella, and Cameron Manheim as Snow White.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
The biggest television miniseries event in 10 years. Welcome to the 10th Kingdom, NBC, February 27th.
That's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Based on what you've seen, I hope you feel the same way I do about the 10th Kingdom. It truly is an epic story, one that I am proud to have been part of, and I can't wait to watch. I'm John LaRoquette, and I'll see you in the 10th Kingdom.
Trolls will make you feel alright. Trolls will stay with you all through the night. Trolls, it's my turn. I don't know what to say. Trolls. NBC, proud as a troll. Used to be a peacock, but we ate it.